Hi. Today I'm going to talk about one of the nations that are not really suited for beginners, for rookies, and that's Finland. Finland is a difficult nation to play, very rewarding if you can figure it out, um, but very limited in its choices. So that was the main headline. So you can see that, right? Right. So if you want to play Finland, the first obstacle that you have to get over as a beginner, as a rookie, is that the models are expensive, they're metal, and they're difficult to come by. They're not easily accessible, and they're not the plastics of Warlord games, right? So you have to buy the metal. Um, Although you can, if you're lucky, you can sort of get away with mixing Soviet and German bits and then make your own Finnish. It's not really good, but it works. Um, so that's it, yeah. That's the models. That's the problem with the models. If we go and look at the advantages of playing Finnish, they are many. And they really, really support the main strength of the Finnish list, the infantry. The infantry of the Finnish list is the best in the game. Hands down. It is the best. Their national special rules benefit if you go to ambush, you hit better, you get +1 to hit. The only nation to do so. They are master ambushers. And at the same time, their veterancy goes up even beyond the normal veterancy, right? So instead of being just veteran, they can become super veteran if they suffer casualties and roll well. So the Finns are a tough nut to crack, and most all their infantry is usually veteran. All of it. They're just like a horde of veteran infantry. That's the main list build that you see. Because, well, that's all they can choose, really. They can choose like 5 different types of infantry, and I think 4 of them can be veteran and only 1 cannot, or something like that. Or maybe it even can. Continuation war infantry, I think it actually can be veteran. So everything in a Finnish list is usually veteran. And that is really good. Veterans moving up, going into ambush, and just staying in cover. They are so hard to dislodge, and their rifles hit hard. They're really, really good. They don't have all the toys, though. They have very, very few toys, which is one of the detriments of Finland. But before I go into the minuses, the disadvantages of playing Finns, I'll talk a bit about some of the units that you should be looking at. You should be looking very, very hard at the sissy units. They are, in my opinion, the best value for money you get for the Finnish special rules and maybe any place in the game. The advantage with the sissies is that when they advance, they have that Master of the Hunt special rule. So at the end of an advance, if they don't fire, they go into ambush, where they receive the +1 to hit as soon as they shoot, which is really, really good. So basically, all their fire should be at +1, which is insanely good. The other unit that I want to especially point out in the infantry selection is the continuation war squad. That is where you, as a Finn, can get some fairly cheap infantry. You can have them regular. They can't get inexperienced at all. But you can have them regular, and you can equip them with Panzerfausts. That is the cheapest anti-tank option you have as a Finn, buying a few regular continuation war infantrymen with Panzerfausts. The cheapest you can get. The third infantry option, which I think is a bit of a point trap, but I have to mention it because it's there and it is the most expensive infantry unit in the game. That is the Calcapacho Long Distance Recon unit. They are really, really good. They are veteran. They are equipped to the teeth. They have all the special rules. They have SMGs. They have Tough Fighter. They have everything basically, and they can appear at any point on any edge. I'll repeat that. They can appear behind your own lines. They can come on the table from your edge, going in behind your units, and that's what they usually do, the Calcapachos. The problem with Calcapachos, and why I think it's a point trap, is that they are so expensive that it's a detriment for that. For just veterans. Yes, they will come on. They will kill something. They will definitely kill something as they come on. But after that, they just get shot. And they get shot. And they get more shot. It's really good for taking out... I mean, inexperienced opponent. You throw your Calcapachos behind his artillery and you pulverize his artillery base, and he has to rush back home to save whatever's left. That's really fun, but it doesn't happen that often, and quite often I see Calcapachos just walking straight into an ambush because the opponent is ready. They know they're coming from some point on their back edge, and everything just goes into ambush. And the Calcapachos die as they come on. So not worth throwing that many points at. If you have to buy them, buy the smallest squad you can. 5-man Calcapachos. They're still expensive, but they'll kill something. Right. Final unit that I think is very much worth the point is the sniper. The Finnish snipers, you don't even have to try and get the special characters, which are awesome, by the way. But the White Death, damn. No, just buy a regular sniper. He is definitely worth the points, and he can do the same as the CCs. He can move, advance up, and then go into ambush. That works. That's really fun. A mobile sniper. That's really good. The final thing I want to say that's really, really good about Finnish lists is they have really easy access to Tough Fighter. Almost all their special units, not the continuation war, I think, but all the others can get Tough Fighter for 1 point. That's brilliant! Buy it if you fear the enemy assaulting you, which they might actually do as a viable tactic against Finns, because trading shots with Finns is no fun. Let me tell you that. Trading rifle fire? Don't do that. So you might see people trying to assault you, and you, as a Finn, you don't have access to flamethrowers that much, so you can't just threat them away. Tough Fighter. Staying in veterans in cover with Tough Fighter, you'll kill most anything that charges you. So that's really good. If you have the points, that is, because everything is expensive, right? The main disadvantages: they're not beginner friendly. Using this ambush tactic is a bit advanced. It takes practice. It does. It also takes a lot of practice to get around the fact that they don't have that many choice. They have very limited access to equipment, the Finns. And if you look at their tank list, it's pretty crappy. It's all stolen Soviet gear, which is unreliable, and it's not good. Their armored cars, they have BA-10s and BA-20s, and that's it. It's crap. Their transport options are even worse. They have a truck or a contremolette. None of them are good. Don't take them. They will not help you in any way. Just stay with the infantry, learn how to use that. That's the way to go. So, yeah, disadvantages. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, you're going to have to pay out a hefty amount of money, because Finns are the expensive types of models, right? And you have to have infantry for all of it. So, yeah. that's how you play Finns. I wouldn't recommend starting with Finns, but if you find out, like having played maybe Americans, and you find out that you really enjoy the rifle bit of Americans, Finns would be your next army, in my opinion. Cheers. Bye.